What's up, y'all? I'm Natalie Orfilia, and today I'm going to be walking through my project, Pisces Diaries. For the first one, not a hoe. I actually booked this ghetto-ass B&B out here in Atlanta on accident. I don't be doing this stuff on purpose, y'all, but it's probably like my second or third ghetto B&B that I booked. But I booked it. I was stuck there. It was a whole situation, and my producer sent me a bunch of beats, and I sat on the porch of this ghetto B&B and I wrote out my heart, and that's what came out. Yep. Funny enough, I want to say I was on like Martin Luther King Drive. I think this crackhead ended up interrupting me during the middle of my song. She asked me if she could hit my blunt. It was the weirdest thing ever. My second song is Divided. I really wasn't even gonna drop Divided, if we're gonna be honest, because I felt like, I don't know, I just be going through it. When it comes to my songs, I'm really picky. Like when I first heard it, I'm like, this will never come out. I don't think I'll ever put this song out. But then people around me, they heard the song and they like, nah, you tweaking. Like, this is a really good song. And then the more I started to play it and the more I like got accustomed to the song, the more I got comfortable with people just being cool with that side of me, I think I realized like it became my favorite. I'm like, I think we have to do a visual to this song. So yeah, that's Divided. I love Divided. I want to say me and Class wrote that record. Class, can you remember if we wrote Divided?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we wrote. Yeah, me and Class wrote Divided. That's a good record. Okay, next is Domino. Domino was already out, but we're releasing it. I love Domino because it was my first time in a long time making like a genuine love song. You know what I mean? I feel like right now people are like so not in love that it's like taboo to write a love song, or it's like, I don't know, I just almost feel corny writing love songs. But Domino was like one of those ones where I was able to like, I don't feel like I was corny, but it was cute. It was illustrating that moment like right before you fall in love, and that's my favorite place to be. Nothing. I love that song. I've loved the song since I first heard it. I feel like the song is very on brand with what I'm about, what I talk about. You know what I mean? As far as a nigga always being on his last string and never being able to be taken advantage of by a man. You know what I mean? I think Nothing is one of those records that's like, don't make me fall in love for nothing. You know what I mean? I feel like every woman feel like that. So I had to put that one on this project. And then I feel like Nothing is one of those songs you could like dance to. So that was my goal. Toxic. Ooh, I love this song, Toxic. So how that song actually came about, me and Domino were at the studio and we were having this conversation, and he was like, why do people keep saying the word toxic? Like, what is this word toxic? Everybody want to say everybody want to say they toxic. Everyone want to say they don't want to be with nobody toxic. You toxic. Your mama toxic. Everybody toxic. And he just like, what does toxic mean? And we just started to have a conversation about like what toxic meant to us. Like, to me, toxic means a toxic person is someone who how do I say this? A toxic person is a person who knows they don't have your best interest at heart, and they like, okay, no, that's a selfish person. Gosh, who's a toxic person? I don't know. To me, a toxic person is a person who doesn't want the best for you. Period. That's a person who will only want the best for themselves, even if that compromises you. And as we were having that conversation, they played the beat, you know what I'm saying? Went behind the mic, start singing. Started out a message, that's kinda risky, and I'm probably not gonna text it. I'll probably regret it. I actually didn't know where the song was going, but I knew we started talking about the whole toxic thing. And then as soon as like we got to the hook and we got to you're toxic, I swear, but it's something about them come over again. All of that was just so infectious to me. I had to put that one on this project. Toxic is probably one of my favorite ones because it's just that vibe, you know. Questions. Now this song, Questions, I've had this song since like last year. Like, what month are we in? We're in what? January? No. I had this song for like almost 2 years now. Yeah, I've had this song for, no, we're not in January. Where am I? We're in February. But yeah, I had Questions for about 2 years. And I held on to it because it was like, it's just like one of those special songs that I feel like describes exactly where I'm at sometimes mentally. It illustrates that moment when you kind of feel like you're by yourself and, you know, nobody really understands exactly your unique situation and what you're going through. And I think Questions is one of those songs that illustrates that. Because I feel like I'm an artist. I'm a person that like always feels like no one understands me. And, but, you know, I feel like Questions is one of those songs that it makes me feel understood, you know. And it felt like a perfect outro. It felt like a perfect, because to me, an outro of a project is like, it's what you want people to think about once you're gone, you know. It's like you want to keep their minds thinking on something. What do you want people's hearts to fester, or what do you want people's hearts to settle on after they listen to your project? And to me, Questions was that perfect song because it illustrates the moment when you feel so alone, but then you realize like everybody going through shit, and once you remember that everyone's going through shit, you realize that your shit isn't that bad. Make sure you go get Pisces Diaries on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, SoundCloud. Did I forget one? Tidal. Did I say Tidal? Might have said Tidal. Go get that. Pisces Diaries.